What's up guys, it's Shae. Welcome back to my channel. So I was on TikTok just scrolling today and I came across one of Mikayla's videos, and I'm so sorry if I said that name wrong. But she did like this Christmas inspired look. I'll put a picture. And I want to try it. I want to see if I can do it. Now here's the only issue though. I don't have half of that stuff that Mikayla has, but I thought that this would be a good learning curve just in case anyone ever tried to recreate one of her looks, and probably to just show you that you don't need everything that she has, which you may not be able to afford right now, or simply just can't get your hands on because every time Mikayla says something is great, it sells out. I understand that. So without further ado, let's see if we can get this look on my face. Yeah, so if you want to see how this goes, because I have no clue how it's going to go, then keep on watching. So let's just start out. I'm going to go into this Ace Beauty palette. I don't even know if you can even see this. The Ace Beauty Nostalgia palette. And it has a really, really nice red in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these packing brushes and I'm going to go into the color Camping. And I'm just going to pat it in. And what I'm going to do is just start patting it on my eye, just like this. And we're just going to go up and down. Really try to avoid that middle section. Now, Mikayla used P. Louise, which I heard is incredible. Maybe I'll actually end up buying that one day. Just today was not the day. Alright, perfect. Feel free to follow me on TikTok if you're not following. I do post every day on TikTok, so we have our base down, basically. I'm going to take a little crease brush like this, and we're just going to start tapering this out, and hopefully I don't lose that color. And actually, if I'm not mistaken, Mikayla actually did a wing. So I'm just going to take this out. Like that. There we go. There we go. What did Bob Ross say? They're happy accidents. Okay, so she actually put white in the middle. I don't have a white. So we're actually just going to use this little primer that I have that's white, and we're just going to go right there in the middle. Just go all the way up. Just going to take this little patting brush and we're just going to pat that out because it's really wet. We're not going to blend yet, just pat it out and get rid of that excess, just like that. Just going to take that same patting brush that I used to diffuse that color. We'll go into headliner. Now I pray to God that this shows up on me. And we're just going to pat that white in all over. There's something wet on my ass. We're just going to pat that in to really set that color. There we go. I think that is the first time a white has ever shown up on me. Okay, now we just have to marry these colors together. So we're just going to take that same brush that now has a little bit of color on it, and we're just going to slowly start to diffuse these two colors together. And hopefully it works. Yeah, that looks much better. Okay, right now I'm looking like a clown, but it's okay. So then Mikayla added black eyeliner just to like the lash line, so that's, I'm gonna do that as well. Oop, hold on, I just realized something. Okay, now I'm gonna go into the Essence Super Precise Eyeliner, and we're just gonna try and do a winged eyeliner. I might end up having to do it off camera, but we'll see. Don't mess this up, Shae. Don't mess this up, Shae. Don't mess this up, Shae. Okay, we're just gonna do the other side. It really helps when you don't have foundation on. Just because now I can make small little mistakes like this and I can fix them without having to add more foundation to it. Okay, one wing is thicker than the other. It's okay. Lashes will cover that up. We're not gonna panic. Okay, then Mikayla went in with white eyeliner at the top. I have no clue how this is gonna get done because I'm technically out of white eyeliner. But I'm gonna use this Fenty Beauty white eyeliner that I got. Vivid liquid eyeliner in the shade Wet T-shirt. I hope that there's still some left in here. That'd be great. We're going to not breathe. That's what we're going to do. That is fire. That is so fire. Okay. The other side, the other side, the other side. We can do this. We can do this. We can do this. I think I did it, guys. I think I did it, guys. It looks awesome. Okay, now for the worst part, the snowflakes. Have no clue how I'm gonna do this, and they're gonna look like stars, but it's okay. So what I'm gonna do, well, first off, let me check the video and see how Mikayla did it. I've never once had to draw snowflakes in my life. So we're just going to pretend and I've already messed up. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I can't take it off now. So it is now a part of me. Okay, 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 Shae. Oh, Lord have mercy. the eyeliner. And I don't want to accidentally conceal over it. Okay, face. Let's do this face. I'm gonna go in with the Red Cosmetics Face It Complexion Stick. This is the color 110, and it's a little dark, so I take it kind of like on the outskirts of my face first. Just kind of go down my forehead. And then what I do, I'm gonna take this e.l.f. Halo Glow, which is also a little too light for my face. This is the color 4, I believe, and I really love the application brush. And I'm just gonna go right in between these holes that I made. Like so. Just gonna go right in between them, down here, go up here, and then we're just gonna tap on the forehead, basically like playing tic-tac-toe. I'm gonna take a foundation brush, a stippling brush, and we're just going to try and blend it out. Have a nice little marry of colors going on. And I'm really just trying to avoid the eyes right now, because I know when we do concealer, we'll fix all of that. So I can go ahead and do my forehead. I'm gonna go ahead and do the side of my head, where my wig is. Even though you can't see it, doesn't matter. Perfect. Go into the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. This is the color Warm Sand. Yep, this is the color Warm Sand. And so very carefully, if I can get this hair out of my way, we're gonna go underneath the eye, just like this, and go right up and see if we can straighten out this line. I want to try and make it as sharp as I can without ruining it. And I still do the whole triangle thing. I know not everyone does it, but I still do it occasionally when I want a really nice bright under eye. Okay, now this is a little tricky because my concealer is right up against this makeup. I would hate it if I have to restart it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a brush, and take an angle brush like this, and I'm just gonna start to pat this out. Literally just in this little corner right here. And start blending it down, just to really buff out those edges. Same thing. I'm just really not trying to mess with it. Just trying to straighten that line and blend down. Beautiful. Now, take a sponge and we can just blend the bottom part down. Okay, I'm going to go into the Fenty Beauty Lavender powder because it really brightens up my under eyes. And I'm just going to take this sponge, just really pat that on, pat a couple times on my hand, and we're just going to be super careful. We're going to go back into this Ace Beauty palette, go back into the color Camping, and we're just going to take this on the under eye. Now that we have that done, Let's find that eyeliner that's lost somewhere on my bed. Okay, that's the best I can do. That is the best I can do. Okay, I'm gonna go put on lashes and I'll be right back. Okay. Yeah, that looks so much better with lashes on. I did a really good job today, you guys. I don't care what any of you guys say. I did a really good job today. Anyways, we're just gonna spoolie through these eyebrows. They didn't really move since yesterday, so I'm just gonna spoolie through them. I'm so sorry, my phone keeps going off. I just posted a picture on Instagram, so people are liking it, which is great. All right, blush. What color? This is the Anastasia cream blush in the color Pink Dahlia. So we're just gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is like negative 22 degrees outside, guys. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. It feels so weird. I feel like this is the first eye look I've done without a shimmer. Go on to highlighter. I'm going to use the Anastasia Glow Kit. And we're just going to go into the color Snow because that's easiest, right? I mean, it's cold outside. So why not look like we're freezing to death? Because when I leave in a couple hours, I'm going to be freezing to death. So I'm just going to take a brush, go into that color, take a lot on that brush, and we're just going to tap on to a very concentrated area. So I really want to concentrate like right here. Do that on both sides. Let's get the lip. Get this nose going. I kind of want to stand out / blend in with the snow. I know that makes no sense, but if I get pictures in the snow tonight, I hope it'll make perfect sense. Beautiful. And then lastly, I'm going to go into this Maybelline Vinyl Ink Super Stay. I've never used it before, but it's supposed to stay on for like 16 hours, so we'll be the judge of that. Right off the bat, I don't like the smell of it. Okay, I'm gonna go get dressed and do my hair, and then I will show you guys the final look. I will say, you guys, this is by far one of the hardest makeup looks I've ever done, but it was so much fun. So if you guys have any requests for me to do like graphic makeup, please let me know, like little hearts or whatever. Please don't hesitate to let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully Mikayla sees this. If you see this, I love you so much. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the night, rest of the day, wherever you are, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!